how Google works against fake news, the main theme of this event today.
Yes. Well, obviously, it's an interesting and complex problem. We work at it in two ways. One is how do we continue our own efforts with our systems or our algorithmic systems to understand the corpus of expression, help us understand where fake news might be coming from, help us understand where, for instance, the robots that might be put in place by bad actor states are affecting things. And so that's one part, is how do we detect fake information to make sure that it's not surfaced. But the other, I've always felt that the best response to bad information was more good information. So, continuing our efforts, which are substantial, and we recently announced the Google News Initiative in working with publishers and putting $300 million into innovation with news publishers to make sure that we have quality news sources of information who can help citizens understand the difference between, again, what's fact and what's true, what's spin and what's not. So we have to approach it in both ways. But the most important, I think, is to make sure that we have quality sources of news and that we help citizens understand how to tell the difference between one and the other.
Do you have any suggestion to young people that listen to you this event, or that are listening to you by website?
Absolutely. I mean, first is I love seeing more young people get involved in journalism in the first place. I think it's so important to our societies, so important to our democracies. And as I said in my talk, it's a very different world. And I think it requires different approaches to journalism, different approaches to how we build trust with our audiences. And the truth is, obviously we've left that younger generation with a bunch of problems to solve, and it's my only great hope. And based on the young people I've met here today, is that we have a generation of smart people who can help fix the problems that our generation created.
Thank you.